processional, and remain standing if you can for the national anthem. Please be seated. Good afternoon, and welcome to the 2025 Convocation Ceremony of the Royal Conservatory of Music. My name is Elaine Rusk, and it is a privilege and a pleasure to be your MC for this momentous event today. The Royal Conservatory acknowledges the land on which we are gathered today. It has been a site of sharing music and community for over 15,000 years and is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, the Wendat people, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. It is a great pleasure to join you here in beautiful Kerner Hall and to participate in this celebration of achievement and excellence. A special welcome to those of you who have traveled from a distance to be here for this special celebration. Joining us on stage today for this celebration are Alexander Brose, Michael and Sonia Kerner, President and CEO of the Royal Conservatory of Music, Dr. Janet Lipinski, Vice President, Academics and Publishing, Barry Schiffman, Director, Taylor Academy, and Associate Dean and Director of Chamber Music, the Glenn Gould School, and Jeremy Trupp, Dean of the Oscar Peterson School of Music. Please join me now in welcoming Matthew Black and Jeannie Chung, who will perform Silent Noon by Ralph Vaughan Williams.
Good afternoon. How is everybody? What a terrific turnout for this. It is so lovely to see so many people here in this beautiful hall. And I'd like to welcome all of you to the 2025 Convocation ceremony of the Royal Conservatory of Music. I am Alexander Brose, and I have the great honor of being the Royal Conservatory of Music's newish president and CEO. I would like to congratulate all of you here in this room for your impressive achievements. I'd like to thank the teachers, the parents, the grandparents, the spouses, the partners, the drivers, everyone who has joined here today. Your guidance, your support has played an immeasurable role in the success of all of these incredible students who are here today. Graduates of the Royal Conservatory of Music, I am enormously proud of what you have accomplished through the many hours spent practicing and deepening your understanding and a love of music. I can assure you that for the rest of your life, the fact that you can make music will be a major source of pleasure and happiness. And as graduates, you are now alumni of the Royal Conservatory of Music. And as alumni, you join a very long and distinguished list of people that includes many famous musicians, such as pianist Glenn Gould, Oscar Peterson, singer-songwriters Diana Krall, Sarah McLachlan, Chili Gonzalez, composers and producers David Foster, Paul Schaefer, Luna Lee. But it is important to note that our alumni also include people in a myriad of professions outside of the arts, including lawyers, electricians, doctors, engineers, actors, and even politicians. Through your RCM diploma, you share a connection with millions of other people in Canada, in the United States, and increasingly abroad, all of whom have fostered their love of music by exploring the RCM's many programs. Music, as I think you all know, has an extraordinary hold on all of us because of in its sublime form. It is a sublime form. It lifts us up, and at the best of times allows us to connect with a higher purpose. The desire for self-expression in all human beings remains undiminished, even in the face of artificial intelligence. The fundamental impulse to communicate, to connect with others, has created cohesive societies and enriched humanity in ways that are without limit. And I offer to you today a new AI that we should be very, very proud of and all together trying to increase in value: artistic intelligence. To all of the parents, to the caretakers, to your partners and spouses, I say thank you. You have given your children and your friends and your loved ones one of the greatest gifts possible by enrolling them and helping them in study music. And to the teachers who are here, you are essential for people to develop their full potential. We are confident, and I am confident, that all of you will make a valuable contribution to society in whichever endeavor you choose. And throughout your life, I urge you to be advocates for music, for the arts, for that artistic intelligence that we know is so important, to keep the arts in your lives, and to remember how glorious a gift it is to all people. And I wish you all every success in the future, and I hope that you can keep in touch with us and always fly that RCM flag very proudly and very highly. Congratulations. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce the Associate Dean and Director of Chamber Music at the Glenn Gould School here at the RCM, the Director of the Taylor Academy here at the RCM, the Artistic Director of the Rockport Music Festival in Massachusetts, the Director of the Banff International String Quartet Competition. The list goes on. He is Canadian's chamber music icon and a dear friend, Barry Schiffman.
Well, good morning and welcome to beautiful Kerner Hall for our special convocation. A violinist, educator, and passionate advocate for music, arts, and access, Adrian Anantawan holds degrees from the Curtis Institute, Yale University, the Harvard Graduate School of Education, and his early studies in music included many RCME exams when he was a student for a time, and he was a student for a time at the Glenn Gould School. Indeed, over lunch, his mother, who's sitting here, shared stories of bringing Adrian and his siblings to the RCM on many occasions. And as she rightly pointed out, it was long before we enjoyed the beauty of our current exceptional home. His violin studies included working with such luminaries as Itzhak Perlman, Pinka Zuckerman, Peter Ungen, Anne-Sophie Mutter, and here at the Glenn Gould School, Paul Cantor. He's performed with many of the major orchestras in Canada and abroad, including the Toronto Symphony. Currently, Adrian is the Associate Professor of Music at Berklee College in Boston. He also serves as Chair of Music at the prestigious Milton Academy in Massachusetts and holds the position of Artistic Director of Shelter Music Boston. Soon after I began working at the Royal Conservatory, Adrian reached out to me as he was then moving back to Toronto, following his many years of studying in the US. I met with him on a few occasions. I can say honestly, I have no idea what I offered him, but every conversation and interaction I had with Adrian, I found deeply impactful. Being in his presence and observing his extraordinary positivity, joy, and belief in possibility was a gift. Adrian, through his actions and presence, mentored me and taught me of the incredible importance of embracing an active belief in the power of possibility. Many in this hall today will be going on to university. Many already have had that experience of applying and attending post-secondary education. It is a hard process to get into some of the most sought-after schools, here or abroad. I read recently that the most selective school in the United States, and the hardest to get into, is the famed Curtis Institute of Music in Philadelphia. With a very, very small student body, hundreds and hundreds of applicants vie for one of the few openings they have each year. And to win a place at this school is a huge accomplishment. To do so as a violinist without two fully developed arms is seemingly impossible. It is impossible until you meet Adrian Anantawan. Today, the Royal Conservatory recognizes one of our country's most inspirational artists and educators. It is my honor to welcome Adrian Anantawan, who will perform the theme from Schindler's List of John Williams with Dr. Jeannie Chung, following which he will be awarded the Royal Conservatory's highest honor, our honorary fellowship. Please welcome Adrian Anantawan and Jeannie Chung.
wonderful diploma that we are now bestowing upon Adrian, which says, under the distinguished patronage of Her Excellency the Right Honourable Mary Simon, Governor-General of Canada, and His Majesty King Charles III, the Royal Conservatory of Music proclaims that Adrian Anatouan, upon recommendation of the President and Chair of the Board of the Royal Conservatory of Music, is hereby granted Diploma Honoris Causa, appointing him Fellow of the Royal Conservatory of Music with the designation FRCMT, indicative of the same. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to all of the graduates here. What an honor to share this space with you. This is really all about your achievements, your relationships to music and humanity, as President Brose was saying. But I think it's also a tribute to community. You are now citizens capable of speaking a language that can transcend so many boundaries, whether it be geographical, cultural, language, and my hope is that you also see music and your tools here as a way to fundamentally connect to the world and others who are the most different than you. We live in a time where we often feel disconnected in many aspects of our activity online, or just the way that we inhabit space, and what you're doing and what your language is providing you access to is this opportunity to resist against polarization, against separation, and finding what you have in common with one another, yet at the same time celebrating the diversity that you all have. I was born without my right hand, and I remember I was in 5th grade. My teacher wanted me to play the recorder, did not have enough fingers to be able to play, so my parents and I started looking at options, and the violin was the one that stuck, not because it was the most practical instrument, but the one that felt the most beautiful to me. And my hope is that as you continue your relationship with music, that you're continually seeking beauty over function. You're able to see yourself as fully complete with this art form, rather than feeling like you are missing something. And one piece of advice that I learned right here at the Royal Conservatory is, if you ever play or sing a wrong note, try and follow that with your most beautiful music you can. Thank you for having me here, and looking forward to seeing all of you upstage. Thank you.
Let's give one more thanks of applause to that wonderful performance by Adrian Anatouan and Jeannie Chung. We will now present the graduates for 2025. Our first graduate is Vivian Lin with a licentiate diploma in piano. Congratulations. Zhou Yang, licentiate piano. Jasper Yun, licentiate piano. Daniel Zhang, ARCT piano. Kelly Draper, pedagogy piano, ARCT. Susan Radke, pedagogy piano, ARCT. Serena An, ARCT piano. Zoe Ang, ARCT piano. Alexandria Barrett, ARCT piano. Lisa Bifas, ARCT piano. Justin Bion, ARCT piano. Olivia Cardillo, ARCT piano. Jaden Carter, ARCT piano. Caden Cho, ARCT piano. Nellie Cox, ARCT piano. Daniel Devapalan, ARCT piano. Cheryl Ding, ARCT piano. Edward Dong, ARCT piano. Bethany Ducato, ARCT piano. Taeyeon Yoon, ARCT piano. Julie Agnes Manwing Fung, ARCT piano. Evan Funnel, ARCT piano. William Charles Funnel, ARCT piano. Eva Giladi, ARCT piano. Andrea Gu Chao, ARCT piano. Chung Hei, ARCT piano. Jesse Yakse, ARCT piano. Michelle Herman, ARCT piano. Vanessa Hund, ARCT piano. Amanda Zhang, ARCT piano. Lauren Kohut, ARCT piano. John Kutsky, ARCT piano. Evan Lamb, ARCT piano. Sean Lee, ARCT piano. Ada Lin Young, ARCT piano. Cece Yuexi Lee, ARCT piano. Cheng Mai Lee, ARCT piano. Zinro Lee, ARCT piano. Angela Liang, ARCT piano. Belle Lin, ARCT piano. Letitia Meng Lin, ARCT piano. Johnny Liu, ARCT piano. Anderson Moss, ARCT piano. Maro M. Marcochia, ARCT piano. Elizabeth Trinity Jayarana Mathi, ARCT piano. William Moo, ARCT piano. Amaretta Nian, ARCT piano. Zeho Ne, ARCT piano. Sina Niku, ARCT piano. Ashmi Pal, ARCT piano. Andrew Peng, ARCT piano. Brianna Peng, ARCT piano. Ethan Ji Kui, ARCT piano. Siddhant Rana, ARCT piano. Isaac Wren, ARCT piano. Anson Sadasabin, ARCT piano. Sienna Su, ARCT piano. Anthony Sun, ARCT piano. Edmund Ta, ARCT piano. Edmund has a fan club. Lily Tadavoisian, ARCT piano. Michelle Tan, ARCT piano. Chihuahua Tao, ARCT piano. Victor Adrian Toma, ARCT piano. As well, Victor is the National Diploma Gold Medal winner for theory. Samantha Tran, ARCT piano. Katie Sang, ARCT piano. Kin Wing Chu, ARCT piano. Sophia Tu, ARCT piano. Lucy Duo Wang, ARCT piano. Kelvin Wang, ARCT piano. Wesley Wajun Wang, ARCT piano. Anora Wu, ARCT piano. Christina Zhaning Ju, ARCT piano. Melanie Yang, ARCT piano. Yishi Yang, ARCT piano. Alvin Young, ARCT piano. Jamie Hoi Chung Yu, ARCT piano. Danielle Jean, ARCT piano. Michelle Zhuang, ARCT piano. Jonathan Zhao, ARCT piano. Daisy Zhu, ARCT piano. Samuel Xiao Zhu, ARCT piano. Yangming Louisa Zhu, ARCT piano. Zhan Yin Pok Fong, ARCT violin. Theo Funk, ARCT violin. Grace Lowe, ARCT violin. And Grace is the National Diploma Gold Medal ARCT violin winner. Claire Liu, ARCT violin. Max Liu, ARCT violin. Richard Chong, ARCT violin. Jessica Chung, ARCT violin. Rosalind Kennedy Townsend, ARCT voice. Shannon Post, ARCT voice. Is that everybody? Thank you and congratulations, graduates.
Thank you all for being here. This is my favorite day of the year. My face hurts from smiling. You should all be so proud of what you've accomplished. We hope that you remain in touch here at the Royal Conservatory of Music. Of course, our doors are always open. And we hope that you continue to include music in your lives, whatever it is that you may go on to do. I have one last incredible performance to introduce. Robbie Botosh is one of the world's leading jazz pianists. He is a remarkable artist, touring artist. He's been around the world, has come to Canada from Hungary and is our resident jazz artist here at the Royal Conservatory of Music. He is a dear friend and a remarkable musician, and I know that he will send all of us off in nothing but the best mood and the best spirit. Without further ado, please welcome to the stage Robbie Botosh. you in the back. Cheers.
Thanks and congratulations. Please join us in the lobby for a reception as we continue this special celebration. Thanks very much.